Here is segment 8 of the 500 subscribers special, and this time around, we are going to be playing Jeopardy! Second Edition.
Hi, folks. I'm Johnny Gilbert. Let's just take care of a little business, then... All right, take a look at the options.
Ninth segment.
Normal game? Okay, so how many people? Type in your name, player one. Player one, here's your buzz-in key.
Ninth segment is going to be the 2003 edition of...
Let's do it. Come on.
From the Sony Pictures Studios.
Player one, you start us off.
Okay, here we go. Movie monsters for 100.
Footage of Raymond Burr was added to this 1954 Japanese classic about a big lizard.
Player one.
What is Godzilla?
Exactly.
Movie monsters for 200.
A documentary film crew in the Amazon encounters a giant snake in this 1997 film.
Player one.
What is Anaconda?
Yes.
Movie monsters for 300.
Answer. The Daily Double. Would you make your wager, please?
Let's bet 500.
In 1958, Steve McQueen played a teenager being chased by this giant amoeba-like mass.
Player one.
What is the Blob?
Exactly.
In 1935, Elsa Lanchester played this doctor's hair-raising second creation and was meant to wed the first.
Player one.
Who was Frankenstein?
That's it. Exactly.
Movie monsters for 500.
George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino wound up in a bar full of these creatures in 1996's From Dusk Till Dawn.
Nobody? Here's what we were looking for.
Vampires. Alright, bobbing for 100.
In 1997, this ex-Senate Majority Leader agreed to loan Newt Gingrich money for his ethics violation fine.
Player one.
Who is Bob Dole?
Exactly.
Exactly. Bobbing for 200.
He teamed with Bing in the Road movies.
Player one.
Who is Bob Hope?
Exactly.
Bobbing for 300.
Eric Clapton's hit, I Shot the Sheriff, was written and recorded earlier by this reggae star.
Player one.
Who is Bob Marley?
He's the one we were looking for. Yes.
Bobbing for 400.
This golfer won his first of 4 U.S. Opens in 1923.
It's not Bobby Fischer.
Nobody? Here's what we were looking for.
Jones. Bobbing for 500.
Longtime host of The Price is Right.
Player one.
Who is Bob Barker?
You're in fine form, so pick again.
Business
This
for
securities firm feels secure with MER as its stock symbol.
Player one.
100. What is Merrill Lynch?
Absolutely. Pick again.
Absolutely.
The builder of a ship's water heater is this kind of maker, especially if he played for Purdue.
Player one.
What is a Boilermaker?
Exactly.
Business for 300.
In 1938, this company, abbreviated GE, brought fluorescent lighting to life.
Player one.
What is General Electric?
Absolutely. Pick again.
Absolutely. Pick again. 400
Chase and this
business.
partner sold the first roasted coffee in cans in 1878.
Player one.
Who is Sanborn?
You're correct.
Business for 500.
Introduced in 1959, this popular doll got in trouble in 1992 for saying math class is tough.
Player one.
I don't get in trouble for that. It is pretty hard. Who is Barbie?
You're in fine form, so pick again.
Beat Nick Lit for 100.
This 1957 Kerouac novel begins in New York City and ends thousands of miles later south of the border.
Player 2?
What is on the road?
Absolutely. Pick again.
Beat Nick Lit for 200.
This Howl poet spent the last days before his death on April 5, 1997, writing poems.
Player 2?
Who was Allen Ginsberg?
Well done. Yes.
Beat Nick Lit for 300, please.
Gregory Corso's poem, Bomb, was printed in the shape of this type of cloud.
Player 1?
What is mushroom?
Absolutely. Pick again.
Beat Nick Lit for 400.
His Naked Lunch provoked an obscenity trial in 1962.
Player 3?
Who is William S. Burroughs?
Exactly.
How about Judge Not for 100, Alex?
A cutting criticism or a violent closing of a door.
Player 1?
What is a slam?
Exactly.
Judge Not for 200.
Proverbially, to express contempt, you thumb this body part.
Player 2?
What is the chin?
No.
Ooh, sorry. Anyone?
We'll miss you.
Take a look. Here's the right response.
Judge Not for 300.
As a verb, it's to disparage strongly. As a noun, it's rubbish or garbage.
Player 1?
What is trash?
Absolutely. Pick again.
Judge Not for 400.
From the Latin for to scatter, these calumnious expressions are cast on others.
Player 3?
What are aspersions?
That's it. Exactly.
Classical composers for 100.
His period of work between Eroica and Symphony No. 8 is known as his heroic decade.
Player 1?
Who is Beethoven?
Exactly.
Classical composers for 200.
A Freemason, this Austrian sprinkled references to masonry in his Masonic cantata and the magic flute.
Player 1?
Who is Mozart?
Right you are.
Classical composers for 300.
When his Madama Butterfly opened at La Scala in 1904, it was greeted with hisses.
Anybody? Here's what we were looking for.
Composers for 400.
For the 1910 season, Sergei Diaghilev commissioned him to score a ballet based on the Firebird.
Player 3?
Who was Igor Stravinsky?
I knew that.
He's the one we were looking for. Yes.
I'd like Beatnik Lit for 500, Alex.
The poetry of Gary Snyder reflects the 10 years he spent in Japan studying this religion.
Player 1?
Ooh, what is Shinto?
Good guess.
No.
But it's not what we're looking for. Is that it? Anyone? This is the correct question.
Judge Not for 500, please, Alex.
From Old Norse for grin scornfully, you may do it over your enemy's misfortunes.
Player 2?
What is gloat?
That's correct.
That's correct.
Here's the final answer on this board.
This Venetian's first works date from the early 18th century during his years as violin master at a girls' orphanage.
Anyone at all? This is the correct question. That's the end of the Jeopardy round. Let's take a look at the scores.
Player 1, most impressive. You're still in the thick of it, Player 3. Player 2, you're in last place, but you do get to start things off first in Double Jeopardy.
Let's go for herbs and spices for 200, please.
Though derived from the same plant as opium, these seeds are non-narcotic.
Player 1.
What are hemp seeds?
Oh, that's incorrect.
No.
Player 2?
What are poppy seeds?
Poppy.
Absolutely. Pick again.
Herbs and spices for 400, please, Alex.
The scientific name of this herb is Mentha piperita.
Player 1.
What is peppermint?
All right.
Herbs and spices for 600.
This aromatic leaf used to flavor meat, soups, and stews comes from a laurel tree.
Player 1.
What is a bay leaf?
Exactly.
Let's try bats for 200.
As you might guess, it's the only continent a bat doesn't call home.
Player 1.
What is Antarctica?
Very good. Pick again.
Herbs and spices.
During the Middle Ages, merchants who adulterated this expensive yellow spice were burnt at the stake.
Player 1.
What is saffron?
Exactly.
Herbs for 1,000.
Referring to their shape, these fragrant buds take their name from the Latin word for nail.
If you'll just watch this, we'll show you the clue. Is that it? Anyone? This is the correct question.
Let's do the L you say for 200.
In area, it's the smallest Central American country.
Player 1.
What is El Salvador?
Absolutely. Pick again.
Bats for 400.
As it's nocturnal, a bat has only these cells in its eyes, no cones.
Anyone? This is the correct question.
L you say for 400.
Marty Robbins went to #1 with a song about this town and won a Grammy for it in 1960.
Player 1.
What is El Paso?
Exactly.
Bats for 600.
Like ants, most bats live in large groups called these.
Player 1.
What are colonies?
Yes.
Yes. L you say for 600.
The orangutans on Borneo are in peril due to drought and fires blamed on this weather phenomenon.
Player 1.
What is El Nino?
Absolutely. Pick again.
Bats for, no, the L you say for 800.
Answer? The Daily Double. Could you make your wager, please?
2100.
In the 1540s, German adventurer Philip von Hutten searched South America for this fabled city.
Player 1.
What is El Dorado?
Well done. Yes.
He captured Valencia in 1094 and ruled it until his death on July 10th, 1099.
Nobody? Here's what we were looking
El
for.
Cid. Bats for 800.
Chiroptera, the order to which bats belong, means with these on their hands.
Player 1.
What are wings?
Right you are.
World history for 200.
When Ferdinand VII died in 1833, his 3-year-old daughter Isabella II ascended this country's throne.
Player 3.
What is Spain?
Absolutely. Pick again.
World history for 400, please, Alex.
In 1191, this lion-hearted king of England captured Cyprus and Acre during the Crusades.
Anybody? Take a look. Here's the right response.
World history for 600, please.
This dictator's last battle was his defeat of Pompey's sons at Munda in 45 BC.
Player 3.
Who was Augustus Caesar?
Oh, regrettably, no. Anybody? This is the correct
Julius
question.
Caesar.
World history for 800, Alex.
In 1584, William I of Orange was assassinated in this Dutch city, known for its blue and white pottery.
Player 3.
What is Delft?
That's the place, all right.
That's the place, all right.
World history for 1000.
This battleship, on which the World War II Japanese surrender terms were signed, saw combat during the Gulf War.
Anybody? Here's what we were looking for.
I'll take from soup to nuts for 200, Alex.
Manhattan and New England style are two varieties of this chowder.
Player 1.
What is clam?
All right.
Genesis for 200.
Noah took clean beasts and fowls on the ark by sevens, and unclean beasts by this amount.
Player 1.
What is twos?
Absolutely. Pick again.
Bats for 1,000.
The horseshoe bat doesn't emit its echolocation squeaks through its mouth. They come out of this.
Player 1.
What are his nostrils?
Very good.
Good.
Pick again.
Let's do Genesis for 400.
In chapter 2, verse 3, God blesses this numbered day because in it he had rested from all his work.
Anyone at all? This is the correct question.
He was Adam and Eve's third-born child.
Is that it? Anyone? This is the correct question.
All right, from soup to nuts for 400.
Once the food of the Greek gods, today it's a fruit salad.
Player 1.
What is ambrosia?
All right.
All right. Genesis for 800.
God made a covenant with this son of Terah.
Player 3.
Who is Abram?
Exactly.
Genesis. For 1,000, please, Alex.
God made all sorts of these, including one of life and one of the knowledge of good and evil.
Player 1.
What are trees?
Yes.
Yes. Soup to nuts for 600.
It's the dish consisting of a meat fillet covered with pâté de foie gras, baked in a pastry.
Anyone? This is the correct question.
Soup to nuts for 800.
Answer? The Daily Double.
Would you make your wager, please?
Let's do 3,400.
Apple is the most popular filling for this pastry, whose name is German for whirlpool.
Player 1.
What is a strudel?
Correct. Pick again.
Seen here, these nuts are also called filberts, for the saint on whose day they ripen.
If you'll just watch this, we'll show you the clue. Player 1.
What are hazelnuts?
Well done. Yes. Let's see how all the players are doing after the Double Jeopardy round.
Player 1, you've got the lead going into Final Jeopardy. You're not far off the pace, Player 3. Hang in there, Player 2.
I don't know if they can hang in there.
It's Final Jeopardy time. Remember, once I give you the category, you'll still have a few seconds to decide on your wager.
Car words.
Car words.
All right, go ahead. Make your wager. Player 2, your wager, please. Player 3, could we have your wager, please? Player 1, please make your wager.
Let's do 7,000.
Here's
can't
the
be
Final
caught in
Jeopardy
this
answer.
one.
Good luck.
Your Porsche 914 should do it at about 900 RPM. Your mechanic shouldn't do it at all.
All right, let's see how everyone did.
Your question, Player 2. Sorry,
No,
that's
it's not.
incorrect.
Stall.
How much did it cost you? Your question, Player 3. No,
No.
I'm sorry. What's that going to cost you? Your question, Player 1. Sorry, that's
No, speed is
incorrect.
incorrect.
How much did it cost you?
Take a look. Here's the right response.
Idling.
Congratulations to the big winner here today on Jeopardy! Player 1. Thanks for playing Jeopardy. Hope you had a good time. So long, everybody.
Hi, I'm Johnny Gilbert. Let's set things up before we begin our game.
See you all in just a bit for our ninth segment.